RSS Second Sarsang Chalak, Shri Guruji's speech in English.
Your head begins to ache and stomach begins to ache and hands begin to ache and you begin to quail and call and shiver in your own seat. Well, no God, only fever. No God. So he said, no, be strong, be powerful. He himself was strong. Vivekananda Swami, there is a story about him. He was travelling once in a first class compartment in the train. And there were a couple of British soldiers there. Now when Swamiji went and sat there in his saffron clothes, see, those two gentlemen began to talk between themselves in English, thinking that he is a sannyasi and there are so many mendicants going about who don't know any English. So these gentlemen also must not be knowing English. So they began talking in English between themselves and vilifying the whole sannyasi order, saying that these are all parasites, they are all feeding upon the people, they are useless and they have spoiled the whole religion, everything, whatever they could conceive of, they were talking. Swami sat there, see, without giving any expression to the fact that he was understanding it. Quiet. So on a wayside station, when the train stopped, Swamiji wanted a little water to drink. He saw the station master and requested the station master to give him a glass of water to drink. And he said this in English. These two gentlemen, that is army men who were sitting there, began to look at each other. He said, these gentlemen know English. Well, the water was brought. After some time, the train started. These two had consulted as to what was to be done. And one man said to Swamiji, you understand English? Swami said, yes, I do. He said, then you must have understood all that we were saying to each other about you. He said, yes, I have understood. Then he said, why did you not express your indignation at all that we were saying? Swami said, my dear friends, this is not the first time that I have met fools. Now, when Swami said this, naturally you see the two persons were hurt. And they said that, now look at this fellow, he is calling us fools. And they got up in a sort of an anger and showed a little fighting spirit. So Swamiji also got up and caught both of them by their necks and said, my dear friends, you can see that I am more than a match for both of you. I can knock your heads like this and throw you out of the compartment. Oh, what do you want? He said, no, we don't want anything. Such was his strength. He was a powerful man. He was a good wrestler. A powerful, strongly built. Then he said, oh, listen, I can go right up to God. These are our ideals. We cannot say that let us be lean and thin, carried by some other person to the Sanghasthan. This is not at all something which we should ever aspire for or even tolerate. We said you must be strong, untiring zeal, untiring body. So that has been asked there. This invincible strength, which will not be beaten down by any adversity whatsoever. This is what we want. Then character. And then good knowledge of what is nitya, what is anitya. How we are to devote ourselves. How we have to surmount all the difficulties that may be in our path. This knowledge. And then a fearlessness. That is the quality of the hero. The hero is a fearless man. And it is the hero, that is the spirit of the hero, which can accomplish the goal of life. Whether it is an accomplishment in this world, or whether it is an accomplishment related to the other worlds. That is, whether we want opulence in this world, or supreme happiness hereafter. We have to be fearless. See, it has been said that the path to divinity is a very difficult path. It is like walking on the razor's edge. And an ordinary man cannot dare to do it. It requires a dhira. A fearless person who can take all consequences with equanimity and who is so confident of himself that he will surmount all these difficulties and reach the goal. So the ultimate happiness and glory here both requires the hero.